Hey Patrice, how are y'all? Y'all, my glasses are going crazy. Let me see if I can. My eyes have been so messed up today. Hey y'all. Thank you, Janet. Hey Body to Soul. Hey Jess. Even though it's not Jess, it's always Jess to me. Like I tell y'all, I know you by your screen name, so you know that I will always know that you have a different name. Glad you're here, J Real. You know, it's just me. I guess that's not a Steveism. That's a Steve Dumb, but as usual, if y'all would like to share for your followers, I would appreciate it. Tonight's not going to be so much of a hair therapy session, other than maybe a therapy session for me, because I'm really pissed off about some things I've been seeing some people say and do, and I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just at my wits' end with people about some things. I just don't understand it. So I just don't understand why people that are in our profession bitch all the time, gripe all the time. If you're not happy with what you're doing, find something else. The world is our life is too short to be unhappy, y'all. It's just too short to be unhappy. I'm happy. I still was talking to Ruby. I guess I should have told her that I was scoping. That makes me happy. I have days when I go to the salon that are much better than others. I worked hard today, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. But you know what? I loved it. I did five big hey hair queen. I did five big old colors today. I made good money today, y'all. I used products that I love. I enjoyed working my hands. They hurt. I've got arthritis. They hurt. But I was really, really beyond thrilled to be able to do it. I'm not going to go to my profession and I'm not going to bitch about being there. Go to work at damn McDonald's. Do something that makes you happy. Life's too short to not be happy. It's just that simple. I don't care if you went to school and paid $25,000 to do this. If you're not happy, stop. I always say that we are so lucky that what we have chosen to do, hey Jennifer, what we've chosen to do allows us to be artistic. It allows us to be creative. It allows us to be many things, y'all. We are a therapist. We're an artist. We're a mathematician. We're a business genius, and we do all of these things by doing this wonderful profession of hair, whether we're a barber, whether we're a cosmetologist, whatever we're doing in this profession, we get to do a chemist, all of these wonderful things, So if you just think you're going to work, you're so damn wrong. This is not work. We don't, you go, this is not work. It's a career. It's a profession, It's not just, I've got to work from 9 to 5. No, if you look at that way, then you're wrong. You have to get a different mindset, y'all. We have to get a different mindset about what we're doing. You may not go into the salon and do but one client that day, but you know what? If you've done a really good job and you were happy with what you've done, then you had a greatly successful day that day. Absolutely, absolutely. And I always say it wrong. I know I do. I'm so sorry, Yvonne. But we just have to have a different mindset. I think, y'all, and I'm just fixing to just say what I feel. This is always, well, again, y'all, it's what I feel. Hey, Tina, it's how I feel. It's how I think. It's not how y'all have to. I'm not asking y'all to feel that way. I'm not expecting y'all to feel that way. But it's almost like the cosmetology schools are giving some students this elitist attitude, and they're telling them that they're going to make all this money when they get out of school, and that it's going to be a fairyland, and it's going to be this absolutely a false. And y'all, it's not right. It's not true. That's one thing. I was the advanced styling, a pivot point advanced styling instructor in my school that I taught, the last school I taught in for the longest. And I took those students for 4 hours a day and I taught them what the real world was going to be. I taught them how to make money in the salon. I taught them how to do more than a state board layered haircut. I taught them how to be a hairdresser when they got out, how to make some money. But I also let every single one of them know that it was not easy street, that they were going to be lucky to make $100 their first week. I was to the point of being negative so that when they got out and it was better, they were more appreciative. I don't think that's happening nowadays. I think that the kids are just given this false hope that you are entitled. You're entitled to walk into this salon and be this, that, and the other. No, you're not. You're entitled to walk in and be humble. You're entitled to walk in and work behind somebody and ask them, "Can I watch you?" Absolutely, Jennifer. If you go in and you're sitting in the break room, let me tell you what. I don't care if it was me right now at 59 years old. If I was working somewhere with some people, instead of sitting my butt down in a break room somewhere, worried about going outside and smoking a cigarette or whatever. And I used to smoke, y'all. I did. I've been quit for nearly 9 years. So I know what it was. But you know what? I would be out there on that floor, standing there, learning, absorbing. I would be saying, can I take these foils out for you? When I was taking those foils out, I would be looking at every damn foil to see how it was put in the head and burning it into my memory so I could recreate that foil pattern, instead of sitting back in the break room and eating potato chips. And I like potato chips, thank you, Jesus. I love potato chips, but I'm just, even to this age, to this day, I'm going to learn something. Oh Lord, Patrice and Jess, I love me some potato chips. Yes, I do. Me too, Frankie. And Frankie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. And we'll talk about that later. But thank you so, so much. I appreciate it right here. I appreciate it. I just don't understand this attitude, y'all. When I went to school in 1976, there was no such thing as foils. If I told y'all how much I paid to learn how to do foils in the head of hair, you would think I'm telling you a lie. I like cheddar cheese. You would think I'm lying to you how much I paid. Because I paid a ton. If I told you how much I paid in 1979, hey Chad, to learn how to do balayage, you'd think I was lying to you in that time of year spans. Everybody thinks everything was cheaper back then. Absolutely not. But you know what? I learned one basic foil pattern, and y'all, we used this thickest. Oh, I did too. Absolutely, body. So, but you know what? But then I absolutely shared everything I learned with everyone I could. We used to have a thing, a hairdressers association through the cosmetology association. We have the professional beauty association now, but we used to have affiliates in most every county in the state had. Absolutely, Frankie. It was horribly expensive to learn something, y'all. Everybody thinks $500 for a class is expensive now. No. It may be expensive. Absolutely not. No. Take my words, it was expensive because it was new. No, you better jump on it. But I would come back to the salon to wherever I was working, because that was before I had my salons. And y'all, I would share. I went to our affiliate that was hairdressers from all over our county. I did classes on foiling. I wanted to share what I learned. I wanted everyone to be on that same level playing field, because y'all, believe it or not, no, we didn't, Hair God. We're so blessed right now. Believe it or not, y'all, when you're on a level playing field, and I know some of y'all are not going to agree with me. When you're on a level playing field, it's easier for you to really stand out when you're on a level playing field. If you are the balayage king or queen in your town, and this sounds crazy, but people, that's always not necessarily a good thing if some other people are not doing it too, y'all. because it sets you apart sometimes in a negative way. Because then people say, well, why is other people not doing this? You know, I mean, why is he doing it? Is it new? Is it too new? Gosh, I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to try it. You know, no. But if more people are doing it, it's just a more level playing field, you know, because then if you're charging $350 to paint someone's hair and somebody else is on that level playing field and they're charging $275, somebody else is charging $300, guess what? Your $350 doesn't sound so expensive then. You know, because it's more of a level playing field. When you're charging $350 and everybody else is charging $75, $100, or $150 to foil hair, that $350 sounds expensive. You know, y'all, I know this for a fact. You know, we pulled through a cap. We did everything in the world, y'all. I have used cups where you actually got big chunks of hair and clap these cups on the scalp and then put the hair down in them and put the lightener down in it, you know, and it's just, you know, so I've used everything in the world. So I've been there and done it, you know, been there and done it. Hey, Lauren, I mean, you know, just been there and done it. So, you know, I don't understand people saying, oh, I hate my damn, no, hey, Tina, darling, no, I hate my damn job. Then go to work at McDonald's. Go to work at McDonald's, because you can't be good if you hate something. You can't be good if you hate something. Oh, April, I made a lot of money from Sunglitz. And you know what? Let me just tell you. I mean, and everyone, y'all, Sunglitz was a wonderful product when it was done correctly. Sunglitz was and can still be a dangerous product if it's not done correctly. I'll never forget when Diamond Glitz came out, you know, and I went to a certification class, you know, to be able to use it, because that's how strong it was. When Diamond Glitz first came out from Sunglitz, you had to be certified to use Diamond Glitz. You had to go to a class. Well, I worked in a salon in Arizona, and you know, I had a girl pick some up, and I said, you can't use that. She said, watch me, and she melted the hair off. Thank you, April. She melted it off. Literally, that cap was just so smooth, it had no hair on it. It melted it. But you know what? When you could take hair from a level 3 or 4 to white in 6 minutes or 7 minutes, you know that product is strong. No, April, it wasn't you, I swear. You know, I mean, it's strong. You know, you could not walk away from it. You could not. And it's still produced today, you know, and if used correctly, it can make some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hair. But, you know, it was absolute, no, I wish there was, you know, it can make some beautiful hair, but, you know, it can make, you know, for people that are overconfident, it can make some hair lay in the floor, you know, and, you know, it was one of the very first clay lighteners, and it still is clay, you know. Sunglitz, a lot of people never knew this, you know. I mean, Sunglitz, all the Sunglitz products was clay-based, you know. Still is. Absolutely body to sew. You know, huge chemical cuts. But, you know, and that kind of goes along with what I'm talking about. You know, people having this arrogance. You know, y'all know I've fallen in love with, you know, California Glam products. You know, I've fallen in love with them. It's no secret that I've fallen in love with the blue lightener, the violet lightener. I've fallen in love, beyond love, with the developers. You know, they helped me make a lot of money today, you know, and every single hair. For the very first time, I did one head, you know, because I always tone, y'all. I love toners. I'm old school. I love toners. I did one today with violet. I absolutely shed the most beautiful blonde hair I've ever seen in my life, you know, and I didn't put any toner on it, you know. I love the products. You know, I had 2 people message me today. And, you know, I just don't understand it. I'm always happy to ask questions. But you know what? I don't understand when a color company, and I don't understand this, y'all. California Glam has dedicated developers to go with their product. Just get them and use them. No, Tina, you know. But you know what? It's the only one I've ever used that doesn't swell. You know, I've not had it one time that it's swollen. I've not had to go back into that bowl and beat it down. But you know what? It has some of the best, most wonderful ingredients in it. You know, you really, really, really go to haircare.com and look at them, Tina. You know, and look at the product, look at the ingredients. You would be impressed. You'll be so impressed. You know, I love the 13 in 1. You know, but I mean, I just don't know why people want to. I know, y'all. I just am old school. Night shampoo set queen. If a product has a developer that goes with it, I use that developer. You know, if it works for you not to, that's great. But I think that sometimes you're just Tina, you would love it. It'll be one of the best decisions you've made. I can't tell you the number of messages I've received from people saying, I love this. Thank you for turning me on to this. You know, I love this. Thank you for turning me on to this. Like I said today, I didn't even use a toner on my last one. It was the most beautiful, pale blonde you've just ever. It looked like baby hair. It looked like the most beautiful baby blonde hair, you know. But just use the developer that goes with it. You know, if you're going to invest money in a product, invest it 100%. You know, don't go and buy top of the line lightener and go to Sally's and buy developer. You know, no. None that I know of. Yeah, Patrice, I love 13 in 1. I really, really do. You know, I mean, I've just had such good results with it. And, you know, it's just really just amazing, you know. It's just really good. You know, I'm just real impressed with this company, y'all. I really am. And you know what? I'm not just impressed. I'm 100,000% impressed with the product. But let me tell you what I'm more impressed with. I'm more impressed with the company. You know, the employees, you know, I'm impressed with Javier. I'm impressed with their customer relations. It's been a long time, y'all, since I've seen that. You know, I've seen that, you know, with Olaplex in the last 2 years. I'm seeing that now with Frankie, with Anti-Diet Pro, and I see it with Javier and Hair Care. You know, and that impresses the hell out of me, y'all. That just impresses the hell out. Me too, Fringe. You know, it just makes me want to run my big old mouth to the world and just say, hey, this is a great company, you know. And that just goes to prove to you, y'all, we can learn something from this to work with us behind the chair. It's customer relations. Yeah, Yvonne, it's really a good product. I don't even worry about it anymore. I mean, I had a lady today that her scalp was just very dry, and I knew that it might have a tendency. Man, it went right in there. You know, I mean, like I said, it's just become part of my arsenal. It sits on my station so that I don't forget it. I squirt it in every single thing I use. You know what I did today, which was no reason for me to, other than the fact I like the way it feels in the product. I put some absolutely in some foil mixture, and you know what? I swear, y'all, it made it just smoother. You know, it just smoothed out some. You know, I just love it. You know, I love it all. So, like I said, and I want to talk about it because it's good. You know, but because the people are good. You know, it just speaks volumes. You know, it just speaks volumes when a company says, thank you for liking our product. Thank you for using our product. Let me ask you something, y'all. And I'm just going to be me for an example. I've used Redken for 37 years, right? I'm a Redken guy. Y'all know that. You know, you know I love Redken Color. You know, I used Redken Color since 1976. 1976, when I got out of school, when it was in square glass bottles called Custom Color. I've been through amino colors. I've been through everything with Redken. I love Redken. Do you think Redken has told me lately, thank you for using our product, that we appreciate you? No, absolutely not. No. Olaplex has. Hair Care has. Frankie has. Frankie has from Anti-Dot. Javier has from California Glam, from Hair Care. Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for using our product. Thank you for liking our product. Redken Hatton. If I told you it's tax time, so I know how much I spent on Redken last year, you would think they could send me a color brush, huh? And say, thank you. Thank you. I spent a lot of money. Oh, I was in a Aveda Concept Salon, so girl, you can't tell me nothing I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. I had to leave Aveda when they came out with their color. And you just had to. But you know what? Aveda didn't say, well, no, I take that back. Aveda said thank you, before they started changing. But when they started changing, it changed dramatically. They did not want small salons anymore. They wanted us to be gone. It was just, we were a thorn in their side. They wanted us to leave. And I left. Rewards are wonderful. Don't get me wrong, rewards are wonderful. But you know what? How hard is it for someone in a company to pick up a telephone 20 times a day, call 20 salons a day, and say, hey, we just wanted to touch base with you and say thanks. Is there anything we can do for you? Do you know I've not even had an educator from Redken call me in 11 years? In 11 years this year, not even an educator. They could have one person in this company call 25 people a day. 25 salons off their roster and say, hey, just want to touch base. Is there anything you need? Thank you. Thank you for being a loyal Redken user. Hey, Melissa and Roger, I'm just saying, I say the same for Aveda. I'll say the same thing for Wella. You could have your districts, one person in each district do this. Absolutely. What would it hurt other than customer relations? That's why I'm busy, because I do good customer relations. I follow up with my salon guest. I text new guests. I send thank you cards. I do customer relations, and you don't have to spend a dime to call somebody. You do not have to spend 1 red cent to call somebody. It can be a 2-minute phone call. Hey, Steve, this is so-and-so with Redken, and, we just wanted to touch base and say, we appreciate you. Thank you for being loyal. Is there any questions or any concerns or anything that we can do? We just want to know you to know we're here. We're here. The people that I just mentioned, Olaplex, Frankie, Javier, they reach out. Oh, they don't do it now, Jennifer, for sure. And that's, you got that right. It is included in the cost. I assure you they're not giving you anything, But like I said, I've not even had a rep contact me for 11 years. Not even a rep contact me. And you know what? It just gets you to that point that you start thinking, why am I being not appreciated? Why am I being not appreciated? We all want to be appreciated. And it doesn't have to be a box of product coming to my door for free. Absolutely not. A phone call. Thank you, Hair.guy. I appreciate that very much. It's just, we used to get samples years ago, but you know what? Everyone it's this right here, y'all. Money. Money, money, money. We used to get samples like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every time something new came out, we used to get it. Not now. Frankie, it goes a long, long, long way, and it creates loyalty. No, I have no idea. I've got 100, as of this one, I'll have 151 scopes that are saved on catch that I've got, because I'll tell y'all Saturday night, and I'll tell y'all the address and something, but I have a Hair.guy.steve YouTube channel now. I don't have anything on it yet. I'm fixing to add content, but it'll be, I've got my personal one, but it'll be a hair guy. It'll say Hair Guy Steve. It actually says Hair Guy Steve's Hair Church. So, I'll let y'all know the address. Please do. I'll let y'all know Saturday what the address is, and it will be having all of my periscopes on there, saved for prosperity. Lord of mercy, why, I don't know. But I've also got some videos that I've made that are just motivational, just little bitty 5-minute videos that are little pick-me-ups that I'll be adding, one a week. And then some special events. I'm going to be having... I've got a few things in mind. I've got a few little contests that I'm going to have to give away some stuff that I've got some people to talk with about maybe donating some prizes. Oh, did you really meet him? I have no idea. I've got to talk to I only can talk to him on Mondays. He sent me my logo, and it wasn't what I wanted, because it was totally different from what I sent him. All I wanted him to do was make my glasses red and make my hair and beard whiter. Thank you, Javier. I just want to make things interesting, y'all, for y'all, and I think that some really great contests and some things on YouTube, to get the YouTube content going. No, we don't have to move to YouTube. I'm staying right here. It's just that, like tonight, this will be on YouTube, so that maybe people that don't have Periscope, or more people will learn about things and see things on YouTube. It's not going to be greatly educational, y'all. I'm occasionally it'll be having some work or something like that, but I hope to be able to share other people's videos with you. That would be wonderful, Jennifer, because, I've got some really good ideas for some contests. I can't say right now what's going on it, because like I said, I'm going to announce everything Saturday. Thank you, Frankie, I'm doing a very special Periscope Saturday night, making some announcements about the YouTube channel, about how to get there, what the address is, what to expect on it, and the contest will be judged contest, and it's not necessarily hair related always, y'all. I don't think a contest has to be hair related, because it can be something that's fun, but it doesn't have to be a hairstyle. It doesn't have to be a fun color. It doesn't have to be things like this. I think sometimes it can be other things, so I've got some things in mind. Hey, Dana, and like I said, and y'all, this is going to sound self-serving and like I'm being self-righteous, and I'm not. I have nothing to gain by doing this, y'all. I'm not trying, I'm not getting rich. I'm not going to make any money. The only thing I have to gain is just by doing something for y'all, because I care about you. Night, Frankie. Talk to you later. Thank you again so much, Frankie. Right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Fringe, thank you. I was not the king. I didn't get the apple, because I didn't get to represent the team, United States, at the Olympics. But I won over 50 awards, everywhere, regional, national, international, in competition. I was a U.S. Open hairstyling champion for 2 years in a row. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a huge part of my career. And, it's part of my history. And, it'll never go away. It was some of the most fun, but it was some of the worst fun at the same time. It was the most stressful thing I've ever done, but it kind of made me who I am right now, It just made me Steve. If I hadn't have had that competition, I don't think I would have been as strong. It really builds intestinal fortitude, take my word. If you can go to a competition, and if you can put up... Thank you, Elsa. You too. If you can put up with the stress, of competing, practicing for months, and practicing sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, when you got there, so it was tough. It really was. So thank you for saying that. But y'all, just like I said, I'll be back Saturday for my... Yeah, like I said, it was amazing. I competed in New Orleans in the Global Beauty Festival. One of the biggest ones I ever competed in was called the Global Beauty Festival, and I competed with 46 people from 46 different countries. And it was televised in 46 different countries. She's sitting here growling at me for some strange reason. I don't know. I'm trying to ignore her. She just went out. So, Shasta, you just went out. No, baby. Not right now. Not right now. So, I don't know. I guess she's been good as she can be. She's sitting here staring at me right now, giving me the stink eye. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I'll be back Saturday for my regular hair church, and then I'll be back on to announce what's going on with YouTube and give y'all a rundown on the Thank You Hair Goddess on the channel. Like I said, it's not earth-shattering. It's just going to be fun. It'll be where, if you ever think about something, like, you know what, Steve did a scope 3 or 4 months ago, and maybe in November, you can go there and find it. It'll always be there. So, even though Periscope loses these scopes, I'm going to put it on YouTube, and I'm going to make it available. So you'll always have it. Plus, every time I add something new or fun, I'll announce it here. And 81 years old, what a wonderful thing. Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you. That's wonderful to say that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm sure he was a wonderful man. I may not be that wonderful, but I'm sure he was. Are we on? I mean, are we friends on Facebook? Just message me on Facebook, and I'll give you my private email. Just Steve Vandiver on Facebook. Okay, just message me on Facebook, and I'll send you my private email. And you can just message me there. Because, like I said, y'all, and then as I add content, I'll tell you. And we'll just go, just Steve Vandiver on Facebook. That's awfully young, Dana. I'm kind of, I don't know what's going on with my family. My mom died when she was 67. My dad died when she was 67. My brother was 68, and my sister was 67. So I don't know what there is about that little frame right there. Dana, that would be nice, huh? My mother has probably got a switch waiting on me. And my daddy's probably holding her arm, to keep her from hitting me with it, because she's probably seen way too much, she's seen way too much. I will. I always do. Yeah, she's seen way too much, I'm sure. That's the thing about, everybody always says that people are watching over you. Well, I hope they close their eyes sometimes. Sometimes I hope they close their eyes, because my mother will get me. Oh, my goodness. I'll be in trouble. Trouble. Anyway, y'all, hair hugs. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being my friends. It means the world to me that you take time out of your life and that you're here. As always, I'm as close as a message on Facebook. I'm as close as a phone call for some of you. Listen to the whispers, y'all, until you hear the words. It's earth-shattering when you hear the words. Hair hugs. Love you all.